Hey guys and gals, so and anyone else who does not identify as being a guy or a gal, hello everybody. So I wanted to just do a little update because my last video was in the Cape, in Cape Cod in Massachusetts, when I was pretty down. Quite a lot's changed. I came back to, I don't like saying came back, but I'm now in the UK because I felt like, and I don't, put in the comments below how you feel, but I felt a bit like I was like pausing my life, and I'd met my new beloved, Danny Bain, totally DM'd him, and we started talking, and then I met him in December when I came home to visit my mum before my mother, because I'd had a very, very bad time in the States. I had been staying in the most beautiful place, my friend's house, Maureen, but I still felt, as you know from the video before, if you've watched the video before, very depressed and very sad, and I ended up going on medication for it, prescribed by a psychiatrist, and it really helped. It was it's a medication called bupropion. Can never say it. Which they usually in the UK put you on for cessation and addiction, so like addiction to smoking, whereas in the US they put you on it for mild ADHD, which is what I have, and Manic Major Depressive Disorder, which is also what I have. I came back, and obviously Danny and I have been together, and it does make a difference when our relationship is very much friends. We have just the best time together, just laughing a lot. I finally sort of decided that I needed to spend a bit of time in the UK. That's not to say that I'm not going back to the US. I love it there because my sister is there with my niece and my nephew. Hopefully the job that I was going to do is I just let 3 people out. Such a nice person. Probably really annoying to the person behind. So, it swings and roundabouts, isn't it? As you can probably tell, my ADHD is quite rife at the moment. I'm actually like all over the place. I started watching the Greta Thunberg new documentary on the BBC iPlayer, and I feel very connected to how she feels about the planet. And what I realised with Greta is that she is, and yes, I like to say Greta the way that, even though I can't really say it the way she says it, but I try to sort of honour that, the way that she says it. Side note, it's almost like she's in love with the planet, and because she is doing all she can to help it and to give it love. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, I was feeling really, really, really sad about society and the planet, and also feeling a little bit like I didn't want to become agoraphobic, meaning I didn't want to leave the house, because I had to go down to the high street, and I went, and I felt really paranoid. I felt like everyone was like looking at me because I had really short shorts on, and my feelings about going out and being in social situations are so different now, because I realised how much stress it would put my body under. And so now I'm very, very aware and very mindful of the fact that I'm not going to put myself in those situations, because actually I'm shy because because I never really knew who I was and knew myself. Having this relationship with Danny is that he is treating me as my friends treat me. Although, you know, I do think that sometimes our friends do have the tendency to judge whatever you're doing, and I can say that because I've been exactly the same, and I think, you know, we all have that that way of judging what we may deem to be wrong. I've lost my train of thought, really, but I just wanted to come on and do a video. I've had so many lovely comments from people on the videos before that were of support and love, and I really appreciated it. I really appreciate it now. I appreciate it more now, because when you're in that sort of cloud of depression, oh, just that, nice. But when I'm in that cloud of depression, it's very difficult to even hear when people say, you know, nice things to try and make you feel better. But I think subconsciously to know that you have support from people and they might feel the same as you, and you know, which helps you feel less alone. I think subconsciously it does really help. So I really appreciate that, and also want to you know, extend my support to anyone who might be having a hard time. I feel very, very lucky in the situation that I'm in now, and grateful in the situation that I'm in now, because I've sort of come through and out the other side of something, and as I say, constantly going back into darkness and shadow self, and you know, which is all a part of life. But at the same time, when people say that to you, it's like, yeah, well, why does it have to just be shit? It doesn't seem fair that when you're trying to do everything right, like, you know, be a vegan, you know, only buy sustainable and ethically made clothing, and you know, all of this stuff that I do sometimes just becomes a bit too overwhelming, and I feel like I'm not doing enough. I sympathise and have experienced that feeling of, you know, wanting to be in a relationship, and you know, which is totally normal and totally fine, especially for you know, somebody who's in their late 30s, my mid 30s, in their mid 30s, or at any time, you know, when you are in a relationship, you feel supported, and well, that's the dream, isn't it? Of feeling supported, feeling accepted, and feeling like you belong. BRENE BROWN, who I mentioned quite a lot, her beautiful TED talk about joy and belonging being in the same bracket, and shame and vulnerability being in the other bracket. When you feel like you belong to something, to a tribe, to a company, to you know, anything like that, it is easier to feel joyful, because you know that there's love there for you and for the person that you are. And when you don't feel like you belong, I've definitely felt, when I felt like I didn't belong, was that I didn't feel like I belonged in the world, because no one accepted me. And again, there's the argument of accepting yourself and all of that, and I feel and I felt like I've done all that work. Like I do accept myself. I think I'm I know I'm a good person. I know that I try my best to be as good as I can be. But when I was really in my dark time, I felt like that was never going to be good enough. And I had people in my life who were also telling me that it wasn't good enough and that I was bad and I was a horrible person and all of this stuff. So I get it. And, you know, just because, I want to be very clear that just because I'm in this relationship now doesn't mean that I'm whole. It hasn't made me whole. No relationship makes you whole. You have to feel whole. You have to feel that you are worthy. Because otherwise, you don't want to be in the world. Yeah, I just wanted to do a little post and see how everyone's doing and see if you're still happy for me to do this content. Danny and I are going to be doing a bit more together, and less, my channel will be kind of this stuff and, you know, checking in, but us together. I constantly question myself as to why I do that, or why I want to do that, and ultimately it's just because we find each other funny and we don't know if anyone else does. Anyway, that's it for today. Pep, say hi. Say hi, Pep. You're so cute. She's so cute. Thank God for you, Pebs. Pebs is my emotional support animal, and she really is. Anyway, I will edit this video because, well, I'll try. Other than that, I hope you're all well. I did a fake tan. That's why I look so orange, and I now have fake tan hands. This is why I've never done fake tan. I look hilarious. I mean, I'm basically could be someone from Love Island. Although they don't fake tan their faces, and that really makes me laugh. I don't know why. I think because when they don't have makeup on, they've got like these lines underneath there. I just don't know why that people do that. So is it because of like it's bad for you on your face? I don't know. Tell me, because I'm new to the fake tan game. I feel like I'm tan, sun-kissed. Love and peace to you all. Mwah!